Hello, my name is Matt Brown, this is John Lambert, and we're going to talk about sports because we can and we're bored. Last week we both had a lot of stuff going on, so we couldn't really tape the show, so we're going to talk about the Super Bowl, even though it's been beaten to death by now. We're going to talk about that. We've got 10 minutes on the clock.
The last people to talk about it.
Yeah, we are the last shot show, so we're going to talk about that. That's the only real big thing that's of interest to us, so we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. So, John, your thoughts on the Super Bowl. Actually, before your thoughts on the Super Bowl, I'm going to just apologize to America for being wrong about the Ravens.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Every week.
Every
4 times.
Okay.
There's a fun little video that goes with this, hopefully.
And it goes right here.
It's mind changing.
I'm picking a cold. Okay, Ray Lewis, he hates you with a fiery passion of 10,000 suns.
Yes, overrated.
You will end your career and almost get hurt in this game. Almost get hurt. But the Ravens can't stop. I don't think the Ravens can stop Peyton Manning. Okay, so America, I was wrong. I thought that the Denver Broncos would beat the Ravens, and I will not be wrong this week. I have the Patriots winning. I've got 49ers 28, and I've got the Ravens at 17.
Yeah. Whoa, that was a good video. That was hilarious.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm a moron. Okay? Alright, America, I'm a moron. But anyway, we're going to, yeah, so your thoughts about the Super Bowl.
I know I said I wasn't going to watch it, and I did, but I didn't. I just ended up at places where the Super Bowl was on, bowling, a diner, back at my house. I mean, if I missed this game, wouldn't have been a big deal. I mean, it was a good, intense game, all the way down to the last drive by the 49ers, but what I take away from this game is that what I took away going in is that these are two teams that are not the two best teams in the NFL.
Really?
They're not.
They're not.
The 49ers and the Ravens are probably like 5th and 6th best teams in the NFL. And quarterback-wise, Joe Flacco got hot, and I'll go on about Kaepernick later. That's my overall thought on the Super Bowl.
I'm going to even go lower. A little bit. I'm going to go a little lower for the Ravens. I don't think that the Ravens are the best team in football. I think they pretty much caught other teams at their worst. They caught the Patriots at their worst.
I think they forced the Patriots to be at their worst.
Okay. But the 49ers,
lucky against the
I think
Broncos.
that the 49ers might be 5th right now. But that's besides the point. I picked the 49ers, and you know what? I think, in my eyes, they won the game. And here's how. It was a hold. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
In the end zone, it was a hold. And tell me however you want. It was a hold. And you know what? So what if the entire game... Okay, the entire game the refs have been letting them play. They've been giving them the mentality of just letting them play out the game. But you know what? If that was a game-changing thing, if that was ruled... Jim Harbaugh was like... and he did flip out about 3 times during the entire Super Bowl. But I think that if you put the ball on the 2-yard line, I believe that hardcore Frank Gore running the ball up the middle...
the first handoff on first and goal, though.
Yeah,
he went nowhere.
He went nowhere. But I think that, it would have been a different stand. They would have had a different stand, and I think the 49ers should.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Let me get you in a DeLorean right now and take you back to the past. But let's get in a time machine. Let's go all the way back to January 2000.
Let me get my old hat. So.
January 2003. Not that old, but Miami, Ohio State National Championship game. What do you remember?
Not much.
Anything. Whatever pops into your head. Anything.
The Miami
Ohio State Championship.
What do I remember from that game? I don't.
First thing that pops in your head.
That I think Ohio State was winning that game.
Ohio State won
the game.
Yeah.
But Miami, I don't know if Miami put up a fight or anything. I can't remember that game.
But you remember Ohio State winning?
I remember Ohio State winning.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Same exact scenario. Ohio State had, I believe it was a 4th and over 10 yards for the goal line. Threw it up. Ref threw the flag. It was controversial at the time, but nobody remembers that. That the ref actually threw the flag in that game and gave Ohio State a national championship when Miami did win the game, and that was a questionable call as well. And in this game, it was a holding call, but do I think it's the end of the world the ref didn't call it? No.
It's not the end of the world. I mean, I can say that was the point in where they should have on the comeback. But then again, Ravens fans can say, well, why are you putting it all on that one play? Because the 49ers let the game get away from them in the first half. The 49ers are, as we all know, a second half team.
And George Clooney got them back in the game. There you go. That one sink in.
There you go.
Yeah, George Clooney and Matt Damon and Brad Pitt had money on the 49ers.
On the 49ers. So that whole thing and whatever. But here, the 49ers should have kept the Ravens under 21 points in the first half. I kind of knew that it was going to be an even harder battle if they reach 3 scores, 4 scores up in the first half, because you know they're going to show up in the second half. We just know that there's something that Jim Harbaugh like gives them crack or something in the
Where are you going with this?
I don't know where I'm going with this. It's just like horrible children. It gives them some sort of inspiration in the locker room, and it helps, and apparently they just come out, except for that first run back.
Yeah, right before the blackout.
Right before the blackout.
Back to those last 4 plays inside the 10, those were terrible play calls.
Those were
horrible.
Those were horrible.
You have 1 timeout left, and it's 4th and goal to win the Super Bowl, and you don't call that timeout.
And the Ravens
Casino Blitz beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a bold statement right now that nobody's going to agree with me on.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Here we go.
Yeah. Alex Smith would have won that game.
Whoa! Alex Smith would have won that game.
Easily.
How?
Colin Kaepernick was in way over his head.
I agree.
He looked like a deer in the headlights that whole game, especially on those last 4 plays.
The inexperience came out.
The Ravens took it out of him. Alex Smith, he's got experience. He's always calm. I've never seen Alex Smith rattled, even though he's had terrible seasons. You never see that guy rattled. I think his calm demeanor would have kept that a close game throughout, and the 49ers would have won by 10 points. Kaepernick was... I don't see Colin Kaepernick becoming what America thinks he's going to become. I don't think he's ever going to win a Super Bowl. He is not a Super Bowl championship quarterback. Because what we said 2 weeks ago was, like Tom Brady when he beat the Rams. Tom Brady, we saw Tom Brady. We saw what he was going to be and what he could become. We saw Colin Kaepernick's completely imploded. People want to say, oh, he had 10 starts, he's inexperienced. Well, guess what? I don't care. He's a starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. That's who Jim Harbaugh put in the game.
Yep.
Alex Smith would have won that game. That's my take.
All right, so I think that Colin Kaepernick now knows what he needs for the future. And I think that he's been given this opportunity, and I think the failure will motivate him even more.
I don't see it.
I think the failure will motivate him even more. Do I think
I don't see that.
I'm not saying he's an elite quarterback. I'm not saying he's an elite quarterback. What I'm saying is
I'm not saying he's elite either. I'm just saying he's got to win a championship.
I think that he could become a mediocre to above mediocre quarterback because of this loss. And that maybe through this whole thing, if Jim Harbaugh wants to keep Kaepernick, which apparently he does, he will. And I think that the 49ers now can come back to the Super Bowl next year.
You know what I see
and possibly win if they're not playing.
If they're
not playing the Patriots,
he's never going to win the Super Bowl. You know, I'm going to make another bold statement.
Sweeping declaration.
Colin Kaepernick, in my opinion, if you go back, we'll get back in the DeLorean, go back to 2001. Okay. 2001. Colin Kaepernick, I know this quarterback never made a Super Bowl, but he came awfully close in... What year was that? I don't remember what year that was. 2000. Colin Kaepernick, you are Dante Culpepper.
Oh! Dante Culpepper. That's a good...
He's Dante Culpepper.
All right.
Can't win.
Can't win the big one, I guess. Or Donovan McNabb.
Well, that's a good example too. But
okay, can't win the big one.
McNabb could.
But here's the thing: we've talked about how the 49ers have lost the game. Let me ask you this: did the Ravens win or did the 49ers lose? Because I think the 49ers lost.
I think it's both.
I think the 49ers just lost. because there is no way you can go into halftime being down by 4 scores.
And 7 years ago.
Being down by 4 scores and effectively come back in the Super Bowl.
But they're playing the Ravens. I just don't. The other these teams, I just don't like either of them. They just both ended up in the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
It's kind of
like... This feels like Tampa Bay, Oakland all over again.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
But this game was competitive.
Yeah. I don't think that Joe Flacco is a great quarterback.
Doesn't deserve to be the highest paid.
He doesn't deserve that MVP.
He's got the Mark Sanchez and the Tom Brady inside him. He's got both. He could be either one depending on the Sunday.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know. I don't think that either. I don't think that what's his name? Not. I just forgot his name. I don't think that Joe Flacco is a great quarterback. Maybe I don't think he's not up there with the Peyton Manning. He's not up there with the Tom Brady. He's not up there with the Aaron Rodgers.
No.
But I think that he's established himself, and possibly he has the potential to be great. You just have to know which.
But how far are we going to use the potential word?
He's in his fifth season. I mean,
how long can we use that word?
Maybe up to the 7th.
I don't know.
But
I'm tired.
Oh, that's the horn. It's extremely low.
Wow, that was extremely low.
The horn just went
fast 10 minutes right there.
The fastest 10 minutes. No, we can't take that. So that's what we think about the Super Bowl. Notice how we did not talk about Ray Lewis being his last game, because we both think that he needs to go away.
Yeah, that was overplayed way too much.
We did not talk about the blackout because
George Clooney did it.
I think Alex Smith did it.
Alex Smith did it? What?
Alex Smith was like, hey!
I should be in this game now.
It's my turn. Anyway, so that's what we think. Comment if you're watching. Comment, like us, favorite us. We're sorry that we've been away for 2 weeks, but...
Not that anyone really knows.
Not that yeah. Who noticed? Eddie did. We have one.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
I know you're watching this.
So, like, favorite us, subscribe, do the thing that you do, people. And coming up in the next video of this playlist will be our leftovers. So get ready for that. But we'll see you in the next video. See ya.